I do not hate that at all when I hear people
Alright. We've got
sneezing or burping.
Hollowmations versus... Oh, yeah, I need to actually show you this
Oh yeah.
time. Alright. Let's do this intro again. We have Hollowmations in the pink Sigrids. And on player one side. Seeing some early aggression here, actually. I mean, I know it's maximum carnage, but turn 2 is particularly early.
No, yeah, we usually cap there, but I mean, walking the sword is probably not too bad either.
Yeah. And there are some weird interactions that can happen out of that. Like, you could actually kill... You can just see all of the early swords just fight over it. Like, without capturing anything. Which is, of course, not optimal in any way, but sometimes it does happen. But no, we're gonna see Sigrid actually knock down this very early village.
Yeah. Which Sigrid can't recapture, so it might get capped again.
Yeah, and this is just very strange. Like, you look at this opening and the swords from Warble on the top left have just not captured anything you would expect them to normally. They've kind of just gone south immediately. And what captures the village next to their opponent's barracks?
Yeah. I mean, there aren't really strong decapping units there. You don't have knights, Sigrid isn't full. So it's not bad at all. It might be the correct move. I've seen a bit of it in my games.
This is tiresome.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, I'm not used to this kind of opening.
Yeah, and if Sigrid has to keep hitting stuff, I mean, she doesn't dislike hitting stuff, but she doesn't get to heal, then...
Yeah, I mean, there is the thing though about Sigrid early game where, like, you just don't heal her and you just go around fighting on low health until you can eat something.
I guess her groove is not, like, slow or anything. It's pretty quick, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty fast, especially on max Carnage. She's going to get a lot of opportunities to capture buildings and hit commanders with swords. Interesting fight to pick, but...
Ooh, Mercia hasn't healed either. I guess Mercia is the other CO you can do this with.
Yeah, I know Warble's a big fan of doing that as well. And a dragon comes out, damn.
And now we see the first guy to pressure fortified village. This is gonna be Warble. And
Yeah.
is that gonna take it down?
It will?
It is.
Yeah, and actually, Mercia's got groove, so all of those injured units can get healed.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, wait, I didn't notice it, but Hollowmations? Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Has also taken the fortified village down with the harpy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because they injured with the sword earlier. Actually, that's an interesting play. You injure with the sword and then you build a harpy to knock down the fortified village because it will get captured in a weakened state. That's actually really smart.
Harpy does a lot from the mountain. It's like 50, I think, the fortified.
Yeah, it's pretty good. They got nerfed really heavily in Wargroove 2 as far as like a bunch of their damage output, especially on buildings. So.
Yeah, yeah. But the nice timing here is like usually you build a harpy and a merfolk when it's about to go to 8 and they both crit to insert in 50. So it's an exact kill. Sometimes you do that.
And we'll just see Hollowmations cleaning up a bunch of swords.
Yeah.
And they are going to knock this village down. It's going to take them a while, but... And they're going to eat a bunch of counterattack damage for it.
Hey, the positive side is that they're getting a bunch of groove for all of this.
Yeah, I guess, like, Sigrid isn't really where she wants to be. I mean, she could kind of pressure the barracks above her. Maybe that's the play. Oh,
yeah, I guess that's...
Especially with the dragon there, sorry.
Yeah, that's also a Sigrid thing, I guess. Pressing the axe. She's not positioned yet to be able to nom all sides of the racks, but like next turn she can position herself to do so, and then it'll be hard to
None
defend.
shall fall while I still stand. Healing aura.
Interesting timing on the Mercia heal there. I think she could have done that sooner.
Didn't she do something else last turn that needed to happen? I don't remember.
Well, she
Oh.
hit some buildings, which I feel like she could have healed and then done that, and she would have been a lot closer to groove again.
Yeah, usually if you're gonna pop tier 1, you want to pop it as fast as possible.
Yeah.
But don't remember the exact positions, I don't want to say.
Yeah. Well, there was
It's
3 hits on the fortified, and or 2 hits and a capture on the fortified, and a hit on the village. So.
Oh yeah, the Merfolk plus Harpy thing I was talking
Yeah.
about, yeah. So... Hollowmations, I think, has more unit count. And is doing work on these tracks. Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah.
It's
Those.
not gonna be able to capture it though.
I mean, that's fine though if you shut it down, and you shut it down with Sigrid nearby. So the opponent like has to dedicate units, and one of those is gonna get eaten at some point.
Yeah. Warble needs to be very careful.
And actually, there's basically no anti-air here. Like, there's 2 harpies. I don't know if those are gonna be enough.
Yeah, and anything you make from the tower, like a witch or something,
Yeah.
could get numbed.
But Warble doing a nice counterattack on the bottom gets their opponent's tower. It's an interesting trade, or barracks for a tower, but
Yeah, and Warble also has more fortified villages, and those are really important. But if he completely loses the fight for his racks here, I think it's not gonna be enough, because he's gonna lose... Well, right after losing the racks, he's gonna lose every fortified ville and Mercia.
yeah. But I guess he's at the point where he can start pressuring the opponent's barracks.
Yeah, it's getting really crazy. But he's picking up a lot of stuff this turn. It's a decent turn, but now his racks is probably gone, yeah.
Yeah, I actually would have liked to have seen the sword hit the opponent's racks, but I guess picking off like one of the remaining swords on that side is also fine.
The problem is that Sigrid likes these positions more than Mercia does. Like, Mercia can't try delaying the inevitable with golem builds, Sigrid can. Sigrid could build a golem right now from the
Yeah,
top.
although
top
Sigrid
racks.
has 1300 gold, so
Oh, yeah. So that's why you wanna not lose control of the fortified villages.
yeah, Warble
If
has
Sigrid-
all of the money.
Yeah. So if Sigrid had a bit more of the money, this would have been game over. But now it's still a game, I think.
I don't know about suiciding the sword there.
Yeah, I don't think you're killing Mercia, so... But anyway, the axe goes down again.
And, the
And it
capture.
does get captured this
Yeah,
time.
although it gets captured at health where it could get knocked down. I guess if Sigrid kills the sword, then it's fine.
Yeah, and she doesn't have anything much better to do, right? Oh, she can hit the fortified, right? That's also a good move. But she might be in danger if she does that.
Maybe I think she's fine. I don't think there's anything really that can punish her there. Like everything nearby is like merfolk that can't crit from that tile, and
Oh, Merfolk can't even reach.
Oh.
Oh, she's hitting Mercia. That's fair too, you know, in combination with Golem. And Mercia is gonna find it hard to even escape.
yeah. Suddenly that sword suicide makes a lot more sense. And Sigrid has tier 2 groove, so if she does end up in a position where she looks like she's in danger, you just eat something and then...
Yeah, and she also has one perfect blocker clearing move against anything Mercia can try to stay safe. So this might be how the game ends.
There is an option though, which is kind of a weird one, but can work. Oh, there's a dragon, so maybe not so much. But you can, in theory, escape using a barge.
Is the bards in time zone? Like if you get killed immediately, then you can't.
Yeah. You would have to like injure the enemy dragon first, I think.
There is a harpy, right? That's
Yeah.
Warble's harpy, I think. Yeah. There is also a harpy for Hollowmations. Ooh, and Sigrid is getting hit a bit.
Goodbye.
Which I guess will reduce her damage if she tries to hit Mercia next turn.
None shall fall while I still
Okay, big
stand.
heal. I think, yeah, this is tier 2, so
Just trying to save herself, yeah.
yeah. I wonder if it would have been worth just hitting the enemy golem with the harpy.
Or the dragon.
Yeah, I mean the dragon you lose it, but like you could have hit the
Yeah, for
golem
free.
yeah.
Yeah. The hit on the dragon might be tactically important, I guess. But the hit on the golem is more efficient, of course, yeah, because you keep your harpy.
Yeah.
Oh, and now the dragon gets to do that. I mean, does it? Because now you hit the harpy for free.
Yeah, there's 2 harpies nearby. That's gonna actually get chunked pretty hard. And
Yeah.
you can grab area units with the Kraken, right?
Yeah, you can grab it. You can grab it and keep it forever. Basically. But Mercia did survive.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she's actually fairly safe now.
Yeah. There's a bunch of C units right there.
Yeah, and I think the main thing, what I'm expecting Warble to do is to thief steal on the port on the right.
How about you?
Okay, we're gonna see a sword go down.
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, that seemed a bit unnecessary. I think she could have just killed it.
Yeah, or run forward.
Yep,
Oh,
thief
yeah,
gets
the
the
play you
steal.
were talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're there's no actually yeah, like that is all of the right hand side of the map completely
Ooh,
under
yeah.
Warble's control now, so
And it looks like Hollowmations just kind of forgot about the naval fronts.
oh, he
I
didn't have
s-
any money, so
Well, not just this turn. Like, he's very little. He's built very little naval.
yeah. But I mean,
Throughout the
there's been
game.
2 golems and a dragon, and there's not a lot of economy behind them, so there's just like not been any money to build a naval force.
I guess that's fair too.
Yeah, I mean, I think there should have been like a merfolk to prevent this from happening, but there really isn't that much you can do when.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
you fall behind on the fortified village game, it's very hard to build everywhere. There's a bunch of production on this map.
Yeah, I wonder, are we gonna see these riverboats go all the way, like, to the west? And like, try and get in as far as they can.
I mean, there are riverboats there already, and the dragon does get captured
Oh,
by,
right.
by the tentacle, and it is going to slowly get killed by the harpy unless something is done about it. And I'm not sure what can be done about it. It's right next to a harpoon ship. To kill it immediately, so it doesn't need to be held there for long.
Yep. Ooh. Very
And
brave.
the golem is gonna take a bunch of damage from Mercia. And I think she's safe there, so that's a big value hit.
Yeah, and Hollowmations just doesn't have any money. They got 900 gold this turn. I guess there was a thief steal, which punished it even further, but yeah, they're basically bankrupt.
Yeah, you don't want this to happen to you on this map, especially. It's not a map where you can survive with no money. Even the cheapest naval builds cost quite a bit. And then, you can't fight a decent army with just swords and land.
Almost entirely sacrificing a sword there. The damage to the fortified? I just like don't know what they have to follow that up. Like they have more production, but they just don't have any money to build stuff from it.
It's a weird game. Usually more production, like taking a racks, just immediately wins the game. But here it's very playable. It's actually more playable for the guy who has less production.
Well, goodbye, dragon.
And there goes the golem too, right?
Almost.
Something will finish it, right?
Yeah, the sword crit, yeah. And big heal there from Mercia. That was actually very well calculated, so 101% on her when she did that, so...
Nice, nice.
What was 3,300 gold this turn? And it's funny because they have lots of production, but like the port on the right hand side is basically useless now.
Yeah, it's already built a bunch of stuff. Oh, and it doesn't have anything to fight, yeah.
Yeah, like I guess you could like get it up that river and it might be able to hit some stuff.
It's
But-
not really working. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a long time before it does that. I mean, the main thing it's doing is protecting the stronghold from any kind of weird rush that...
Ooh, but he's captured these racks. Oh, so now production is even, but he has all the money in the world. So
Yeah.
and all the unit count. So this game is now decided. Unless we see a little again, this is always the way a decided quote unquote decided game can suddenly
Yeah.
turn.
I think Warble is too good a player to die to a lethal at this point.
Yeah, he didn't die earlier when it was easier. So or harder, I guess, for him to not die to lethal. So now I think, yeah, there isn't anything to kill him to. He killed the golem, he killed the dragon.
Is this
It's
just
just-
gonna die? Okay, interesting play.
Maybe he didn't know that units that die don't give groove. Maybe he was trying to get groove.
Maybe, but I think he's just hitting stuff because he can. And
Yeah,
then-
it could also be a resignation. Always fun to do those. Or the opposite, which is, the classic BM, I'm gonna kill all your units before finishing you off.
yeah. That actually is a relatively good fight for air troopers, I have to say.
I mean, you don't take any damage back, right? So.
Well, no, they took
Oh,
quite
wait.
a lot, but
Oh, wait, you did? Oh, I wasn't looking for a second. Oh, on bridge you take damage? I thought.
well, Kraken has a ranged attack.
Oh, wait,
so,
no.
Yeah. Well-
I'm just getting confused here. And here comes the resignation.
Yeah.
I'm used to hitting not Krakens, riverboats from bridge there and not taking damage back. So that's why I got confused there for a second. But yeah.
Kraken and River's a bit of a weird one.
Oh yeah. And it's also so tanky. So yeah, I guess Kraken, nerf Kraken guys, which is happening.
Yeah, they're
nerfing
getting
Kraken,
nerfed next patch.
which is probably gonna pop right now or something. In a few
Yeah,
days.
it could be. I think it'll be December, but yeah, I think it'll be soon. But I guess the story of that game, just to go back to it for the moment, was Warble took all the money and put their commander in like a somewhat risky position, but you can reinforce with that port like fairly effectively, and they just did a good job holding it down, and yeah,
But
they
they did
got
lose
bigger
their
economy.
racks. Yeah.
They
This
did
was
lose
a
the
game
Rex,
where-
but while they were losing it, they made sure they had all the money. So
Yeah.
um,
And this is a rare situation where money trumped production.
yeah, and I think
But-
the other thing that happened here as well is that Warble got a lot off of his groove every time, even if it was only a little bit. They managed to get something right. And Hollowmations, we saw one groove, and it ate like an injured sword that Sigrid probably could have just killed with a regular attack.
Yeah.
So,
So Also, props to Warble, I guess, for not giving Sigrid any good grooves.
Yeah, yeah, it's also a very important factor, and feeling comfortable just retreating as well. They were just like, you know what, Sigrid, you can just take my barracks and tower. I'm gonna win long term just by getting more money than you. So, yeah, nicely done, and we're gonna go into the next game.